morning, guys. So, yeah, today is a rainy day. It's really nice, actually, like this temperature, honestly, because it was getting like so hot, and finally we have like a rest day for the heater, from the heater, and now I'm going to the job. I just woke up like what 5:30 today. And bro, like I had no motivation to just do anything. But thankfully, my wife sent me like how can I say, like sorry, I just killed the spider here. Yeah, she sent me like a voice memo of her doing like a Q&A session. She was invited in the US, and yeah, she was saying that she was having fun, enjoying the time. Yeah, like just updating herself within like her previous leader in the US. She met with her friends that are just working there. Q&A session for what? Like basically, yeah. That's so like it's like just I think counseling, maybe. Well, the thing is, like they were talking about like how to not be manipulated or to handle manipulation and stuff like that. And I just think that's a very interesting topic. Well, anyways, there's like a high school student beside me. I don't want to talk. I don't want to be talking now. It's gonna sound like crazy. It's gonna sound like, oh, this guy's crazy. Well, how are you guys doing? How am I doing? Just to like say, I've been like studying so hard. Thankfully, in my free time, I do have like an option to study. Unfortunately, not the type of study that I really want to, but thankfully, gladly, the type of just walking and listening. I do have free time like that. In the previous job, I did have more. But honestly, there was this pressure of like make something, you know. And in the current job, there's no pressure of like make something. It's so interesting. Like, okay, there's this boss. He sent me do this, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And then like my other boss, he says, okay, translation done. I'm like, what the heck? Let me do it, you know. But the thing is, I think it's a good environment that they really help each other. You know, it's not a type of environment that like, hey, just do it yourself. Like we're not for anyone. Like you're just for yourself. And I'm like, oh, hey, okay. No, it's not like that. You know, it's like everyone is for together, one for all for one. You know, and it's very cool to see that. You know. Very a healthy healthy is too much, but I would say yeah, it's slightly better than the previous jobs. They're more relational, I would say, than the job itself. You know, but when it comes to like the real job, they're very like intentional. Yeah, they're very, very like straightforward, which is really good. I like it. But the thing is, they're not supposed to be silent whenever you are teaching someone for a new job, you know. So like yesterday, I sent a like a summary of the meeting. I didn't know it was called this, but it's meeting minutes. Yeah. Anyway, so there's this like thing that you have to just write down, and then you make a sum up, and then you send it to the people who are there. And then in this case, I had to send it to our contractor, the people who are contracting us. And then like I was just looking back, understanding, saying like, what's KTR? It's contractor, and I'm like, wait, but spell the contractor isn't it like C? It's not CTR. Why is not CTR? And then there's this govern T, govern T, and then like probably this is government. What else? You know, like there's so much new words that I'm like, and who's gonna teach me that? Nobody. They assume that you know it, and I'm like, okay, the jobs in Japan, it's I don't know how it's in the U.S. I don't know how is it like in other countries, but like here, unfortunately, they really assume that you know everything. How to use Excel, how to use Word, how to use everything. And they'll be like, what were you doing in your university times? What were you doing in your free time? And I'm like, hanging out, having fun, studying, making not Excel, basically. You know? And I'm like, oh. And then there's this one leader that you have. She's like, yeah, I came from the same school that you came, but I know how to use Excel. I'm like, what? How? She's like, yeah, I did like a survey. I'm like, oh, okay, there it is. The reason why. Honestly, I didn't do a survey. I did interviews. Like everyone has their own way to do the research, you know. So there was this like collapse, I would say, like this mess. Misunderstanding, just complications, you know, after complications. So basically that's that. So the new environment, it's not boring, but thankfully in the morning part I'll be outside just looking out like how it's gonna be, what am I supposed to do. I'm gonna be taking notes of the percentage of like how many work is done, and then night at the afternoon session, I would say I would do the paperworks, translations, and daily reports and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, that's something that I really like. It's routine. But if it gets boring, that's bad. So that's why, like, in the free times, like whenever I finish my paperwork, I don't need to be in the office. My boss said, like, you can just go out. And I'm like, okay, absolutely, I'll leave this room because I don't want to be sitting down doing nothing, just looking at the screen. That's boring, you know. At least if I have my jobs done, I can just go out, and that's thing. I love that. I really love that. So that's a good balance. Now about my AI study. So what is happening right now? I'm taking this course from Leon Otten. He's a great guy. He's such a great like teacher, I would say. Like he says he comes from like 3 years not knowing anything about like AI, but then he started up, and now he has 3 companies of AI agencies, automation agencies, and I'm now currently studying about AI automations, the basics. What I learned is that what's AI, it's AI agents, not automation, AI agents. AI agents is basically it's an agent. It's like a digital customer. It's a digital worker that you have that they will achieve its task according to the tasks that you give, but also you need to describe what tasks needs to be done and how it needs to be done. So you have to describe like with details. So then the AI, it doesn't crush on its own. What happens is that like AIs, if you don't create the prompt, if you don't create like the right command, it crushes. It comes like, okay, I don't want to do this. I'll do everything, and then like it will destroy the whole PC or like the whole files. And I'm like, okay, then what would you do? You know? So you have to be able to control it within the APIs. And what's an API? Is the commands, is the resources. So you basically can put it's an action. And and for you to do the API is a tool. You have the command to take and post, get and post, and then there's also the second topic is the schemes. The schemes is where the commands goes. So the APIs is basically like, okay, search up something, and then this action of this transaction of like retyping enter and then taking out a video and then the video popping up in our screen, that's an API. Now schemes is like this action description of like type enter, bring the video, and then video pops up on the screen. It's a very cool to understand. Like, so if you understand that, now you're gonna be starting to like to see the tutorials how to build it, and I'm very, very excited. Hopefully today, as I get back home, I want to be like just super motivated. I don't want to be like just lazy, just sitting down on my couch or bed. I'm not using the couch. I gotta talk to my wife about it. But anyways, so that's like that. And I gotta really understand myself. Like, what's the what would make me capable of like just standing up, sitting, and saying, okay, look, I'm gonna do it. Let's do this work. I'm on day two of after taking the Leon's course, the reading, and I'm gonna go the way they have two ways. You can do the consultant, and the other one you can be an engineer, builder, AI automation, AI agent builder. So I'm gonna be builder. I want to be builder. I think consultant, if you know like the basic, I think I know the basics. I just need to know like what's the problem. Like I want to be like able to solve problems. Actually, you know. I mean like reaching out. Like so, if I build like an agent for me, I can make a consultant for myself. Basically, which means I don't need a consultant. And I think, yeah. So, anyways, AI builders are, it's one of the, I think, within the options that they were saying, it's the best option. Gotta do it. Now, what's the? There's a. Yeah, that's the next step. So I'm keeping you myself updated. Today is day 14. Yeah, let's enjoy life. It's been 2 weeks already that I'm back in Japan, in Okinawa, and it's been great. It's been just like very, very interesting. A long 2 weeks. My wife is coming back this weekend. I'm so excited to see her. I just can't wait to hug her so much. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. All right, bye. Today's no reviews.